Add in the quiz lesson type to your curriculum. Go into courses and go into a course, or if you're already on the course page, go straight into the curriculum. Now from here we're going to open up a media type and create a new lesson, which is going to be quizzes. So let's add a lesson here and type in quiz. Please note the lesson type can be called anything you like. We're going to save the changes and we're going to go in and add a quiz. Just click this button here and this will ask you for a title for your quiz. You can also check here if you wish this to be graded. In this case I'm going to check graded and it's going to give you a pass rate that they must enter. In this case I'm going to make sure that they have to do at least 90% of the questions correct to be able to pass. You'll also see that when you do a graded quiz that you have a pass rate, so it's pass this quiz before you can continue. So if you like, you can stop them from moving forwards until they get over 90% of the quiz questions right. Let's check that now and click add. This will then take you into the quiz area where you can start to set up your quiz. Now here we have the questions and you'll notice that it says drag and drop questions here or click from the left pane. So if we look here we have some different choices. So for instance here we can add choices and here we could add true or false, and you'll see that as we add these they get added into here. You can also delete them out by clicking delete out. We can also get people to add a media type question there as well. So you can add media and make them answer on a media based quiz question. But we're going to start with this one here, which is add your questions here, which is just the choices. So we have choices and the question over here. So what we're going to do is put a question in and then we're going to put up some variable answers based on this question. So we have put in for this one is which one of the following is true. So let's go and put an answer in here now. Like so. Zenler has no way to create funnels. Now we know this is false. So next one we have new option. Let's click this and this will be answer number 2. So this is answer number 2. Zenler does not have the ability to add lives. Again, we know this is false because Zenler does have that ability. So let's now click a new option in here. And here we go. Zenler has all of the options. Now, once we finish with this, we can mark one of the answers as the correct answer. In this case, it's going to be this. So this is the correct answer and these are the incorrect answer. Remember, if they get this right, then they can move on to the next question, or if they get them wrong they'll move on to the next question, but they will not have answered correctly, so their grades will drop. So you have in here, you have some answer settings, and down here you can make this required. We can have a single response or a multiple response. They might want to pick 2 of the options inside here. You can also randomize this, so you can randomize the order. And you can also supersize, so show image videos in larger sizes as well. So once we've done with this, we're going to click save to that first question in here and we can carry on and add more questions across. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a true and false question in here. So this is a true or false. Okay, so which is true and which is false? So let's go and add a description in here. So we can add a true or false question in here. So I'm going to say this has Zenler got the ability to create blogs? And we know it has, so the true answer is this one. If it was no, we would check it as no. So it's true or false. So it does have the ability, so it's true. So this is the correct answer. We can also enable a description in here as well, and down in the answer settings for the true or false option we have required, and again we can supersize it. So I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to put some description in here as well. Once I'm finished, I can save the changes for this question and it will be entered. You can go back and edit any of the questions that you have by going in across here. There are more options in here, such as previewing the quiz and checking the quiz settings. And you'll also notice that you are in edit mode and not preview mode. This is how it shows in preview mode, and this is how it shows in edit mode. This gives you a really quick way of seeing how your course is building without actually leaving the interface. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the quiz settings. I'm going to set a few more options inside here, and I'll also show you how to use the media options inside here as well. Okay, so the only one we haven't looked at is the media type. So we're going to drop in the media type here, and you're going to see that you can add your questions here and also add an image. So you might put something like which of these is a cat or something and get people to give you an answer. Question mark. So then we can just upload our image into here. Let's just click here and you'll notice that we can add an image. We can also add a video. So let's go and add an image first of all and see how that looks. Let's click add image. Let's go and select an image from our desktop. We have three choices: dog, squirrel and cat. Let's upload the cat first. And now it's going to put it into a box for us to just crop this to the right shape. And I think that will do. And we're just going to click save. So that will now download into here. And now we can add another option. So once again, I'm going to go and select one of the other images, in this case the dog, and we're just going to crop that into position here. That should be fine. And now that's loaded, let's load the last one, which is the squirrel. Add image, locate the squirrel, and crop this to shape. And save. And there it is. So this one is going to be our correct answer, so we're going to put that in there as the correct answer. And now we have this completed. So we also have answer settings down here, again required, single response, randomize, and also supersize to make it bigger. Let's click save. So you'll also have the same option to upload a video instead of an image using this same method. So this is how we can use quizzes to build out our quizzes with choices, media types, and true or false answers. This gives us maximum flexibility within the system itself. We can also go and look and change the look and feel of this whole quiz by going into our quiz settings here. Quiz and quiz settings. So inside here we have, once we have a quiz open, we have the ability to go into quiz settings. Let's have a look at what the quiz looks like when we go into preview mode. So you can see here, you can see a representation of what it will look like in the page once we actually go and visit this as a student. So things like these colours and certain options within here can easily be changed within the quiz settings. If we open up the quiz settings to the side, you'll notice that we have a series of tabs. These are all controlling different aspects of the look and feel of your quiz. Let's go for general, for instance. We can also set the pass grade. You can see we've put 90% in here, which we can change directly inside of the quiz settings. Also, we can change the name of the title as well. If you do make any of these changes, remember to hit apply changes on here. You can see that you can show results on each quiz as you go through by checking this on. Enable the navigation buttons, again this is on by default. You can auto slide on answer selection to the next question, and enable touch and slide on mobile, which is a very good idea. Now you can also enable a retake so that when they finish, if they do not pass the test with the grade that you have set, they get the chance to retake that test, which can be very handy for your students. You can also enable a review as well on here, and you can randomize the questions. Now enable welcome and thank you page as well within here. So if we move on to the next settings within here, you will notice that we have a progress bar option which can be turned on or off, and we also have a timer option. So if you wish to, you can turn this on and actually set a time limit for when they need to complete the test by. You can enable the timer, you can enable hours, and you can also pick a style for this as well within here. So the next one we move on to is the expiry option. This is enable expiry system, which can be turned on. So the quiz expires on a certain day and an expiry message will appear as well. So as well as that, we also have the message text. So the message text within here can all be altered and changed to suit your particular style of branding. Now down here we also have labels and buttons. So you'll notice that we can flick to different styles within here, which is also really handy for you. Let me just close this down a second and save these changes that I've made so that you can preview some of these styles as I move through them. I'm going to go back down to the styles, and you'll notice that within here we can enable styles for this quiz, and you can see that you can hover over an element to change a particular style. So if I click over here, you'll see that the properties for that particular unit have come up here. So for instance, if I was to change this to red, the outline would appear in red. I could also insert a background color into here if I wanted to as well, and I can set things like the spacing and margins as well. Now like I said, when you do hover over any of these areas, you have these options to change the style and look and feel of your quiz, which is a very powerful feature that Zenler includes within it. Let's go and select this little one here, and this is the background color. So for instance, I could put a nice background color behind there to show up, and you see with just a few clicks of the mouse I can really change the look and feel of this whole block. I could even remove some of the dashing from here as well. So completely different look to match your own particular branding, and this can all be done from the quiz settings area.